Rufa. All roads lead to Rufa. Rufa. Let's try. Let's see if we can change that song and bring something hot with the topogi inside it. But we have this beautiful song for you coming up on the show, and all roads lead to Rufa. I'm trying to get it set. In the meantime, let me do this one. Oh yeah, six sons of Lofa, five sons, one daughter, going to the polls on Tuesday. So it's a big day in Lofa County, from Beanstown, Waterside to Menicoma, Kruka. All those towns will be voting. So Saros Momo is trying his first time in the race as an independent candidate. Marimu Fofana is trying her second time in the race, second or third time in the race. The only female candidate. She says she will win because all the Lofa women will vote for her. She's the current representative of district number 4. That's the Vanjaman district in the 54th legislature. She was elected 2011. She came in 53rd legislature. Joseph Pato Jala, councillor, he said he will win because he's the only man that knows law. He can go in the lawmaking house. He has contested about 3 or 4 times, and we're told he's always coming second till the first. Who knows this time around? A big day in Lofa County today. The camping is hot. People are all about the places with their campaign posters. Sumo Kwipi, he was elected 2005 as a senator of Lofa County. He was removed 2014. And he said he wants to go back. He's experienced. He's running on the People's Unification Party. Kotiman Galaman Kotiman, former superintendent, former deputy director of the General Services Agency. He's in the race. He's representing the Unity Party. He said he will win because Lofa County is the Unity Party county. Don't forget Unity Party. Edward B. N. Kessler Sr. was the founding chairman or founder of the Unity Party. So he says Unity Party is Lofa, Lofa is Unity Party, so he will win. Dr. George Sama, representative of District Number 12, Moserado County. He says he's going to win because he won before in Moserado County and representing the Bannerville Estate area. But he says my right place I want to be is in the Senate, and I want to represent Lofa County. All roads lead to Rufa. And here's the show that brings Lofa to you close. June 22nd to June 30th. ELBC will be focusing on Lofa to bring an accurate, balanced, impartial, professional broadcast and coverage of the Lofa's elections. And so we go for this Lofa County song that brings everybody together. That's the song that brings all sons and daughters of Lofa together to start the Lofa broadcast. We'll be talking to our correspondents. They are deployed across the Lofa TV and radio. But, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. ELBC Radio, we are here. We will soon be talking to our correspondents, and we'll be talking to the contestants. Too bad. We're looking for our theme song for Lofa, and we hope we can get this Lofa County song. When I get it on for you, you will next hear. All right, we'll see if we can get this song, and after this song, we will Somebody must have changed something around here. But let's try to talk to the contestants. Let's try to talk to the contestants and who's first on the list. We're trying to talk to. I hope they're all set and ready. We're trying, since she's the only woman candidate, we try to get her first. Mariam Fofana. We hope she picks the call. We will also have to talk to all of the candidates. We are not biased or partial here at ELBC. We will talk to everybody, and everybody will be heard on this ELBC. Hello. Orange informs you that the subscriber you are trying to reach. She could be busy on the line. So anybody that's listening to us in Vonjima, please get Honorable Mariam Fofana to call us on 088051 4096, or she can call this number. ELBC, we're live here. We're trying to get to Mariam Fofana, and when she's ready, we'll talk to her. We want to give everybody due process, level playing field on ELBC radio as we go to Lofa, June 28. And I'm trying to get to Galakbai Kotiman of Lofa County. He is in the campaign. Hope he answers. We understand that Councillor Jala is campaigning too. He's about to enter Foya City with his campaign team, and I'm getting word that Chief Moses Yakbazua Koli is on that campaign team. Galima Kotima is not answering his phone. We're looking for updates. Please call the candidates and let them know. If you're supporting the candidate, let that person know that we are trying to get everybody to be heard and get their opinion on why he or she thinks he will be elected. If we can just get Councillor Joseph Jala, we're told he's trying to enter Foya now. Why he's entering, I know if he's walking, it will be difficult for him. But we'd love to get the background, the ambience of the local election. So if you're in the campaign, just step aside, get in your car, and let's talk to you a minute or two on the show. Everybody is busy trying to get votes. And Councillor Joseph K. Jala, we are told, now his phone gives a very bad sound. But Honorable Moses Colley, I bet you're listening to ELBC, and you're near Honorable Joseph Jala, a candidate for the Senate, Lofa County. If he's by his phone, he has to answer, so we talk to him so that everybody is heard on ELBC Radio, the radio station that is for the people of Liberia. ELBC, we will try to go to Momosaros. We've said to them earlier on that we'll talk to each and every one of them today. I know they're kind of a busy. They're trying to woo votes from all nooks and crannies of Lofa. We are hopeful that they will have the opportunity, they'll have the time to talk to us. We don't want it to be said that ELBC deprive a candidate of not getting his or her message across. We're trying to get to, so we cannot get to Sarah. His phone rings, but he's not answering. Let me get to George Sama, representative who wants to be Senator of Lofa. Let me get to Representative Sama. ELBC, we're in Lofa 4 minutes after 7 o'clock. We are looking for all of the 6 candidates. If you know where they are and they're near the radio, let them take the telephone, take our call so we hear from them. ELBC is here for one and all. This is national radio. And so the management has said between now for the next 8 days, we'll dedicate a good portion of our broadcast to Lofa County. I'm trying to reach to Senator Smo Kupi. We can get him. Galiman Katakba did not cut him out. Galakba did not answer. Joseph Jala phone is off. Mariam Fofana is not answering her phone. Mamo Sarah is not answering his phone. So we'll do a rerun of this. All right. We have Councillor Joseph Jala. Don't get tired talking to the radio. Hello, sir.
How are you, sir? This is Councillor Jala.
Councillor, you're live on ELBC and Liberia is listening to you. Which part of Lofa are you from in terms of the town?
I'm from Lower Lofa, to be specific. I'm from Kolahun district.
How many times have you participated or contested in the Lofa elections, whether representative or senator elections?
times, 2011,
So this
2014, 2020.
so this makes it the fourth time.
It's the three times, because the third one is a repetition because the whole 2020 election has been repeated now. So it's still three times.
All right, so no problem. But you contested, and the results came up in December from the December 20th elections. What was your rating there? Where were you in terms of the numbers in your rank?
I got about 14,000 votes. When some guy got about 20,000 votes, and I came second.
You came second. So
Yeah.
what gives you the impression? What gives you the feeling that this time around, after 2 attempts or 3 attempts, you're gonna win now?
Well, basically that we know that what happened in 2020, we know that a lot of things went on, and we have understood what went on that was not supposed to be going on, and we have dealt with those questions. Some of them may not be at the fault of tech, may not be at the fault of our own fault. So we are taking note of those.
Have you heard that FOIA is a rich vote setting, and FOIA might identify with their nephews from the Vonjaman district and give the vote to Vonjaman?
Well, not at this time. Not at this time. They tried that. Not at this time. They tried that before. That's what I was going to say.
What are you doing right now, Councillor Jala? What are you doing now in Lofa?
Well, I came to follow up on the election.
No. I mean your present activity. I know you're there for the elections, but what mood are you in now? What is happening with you and your electors right now?
Is it what am I doing right now?
Exactly. Where are you and what are you doing now?
I'm between Kolahu and FOIA. We are going to FOIA to launch our campaign.
You're
We want our uncle to repeat getting the blessing of our. I was there this morning on the debate.
Oh, okay. We heard there was a debate.
Yeah, we are going to launch a campaign so that our uncles and our aunties will be aware because they're not going to attend in FOIA per se. So the FOIA residents have agreed, our uncles, our biggest uncle, to support Kolam at this time because we are in local solidarity.
In terms of political parties and activities, the Unity Party has been coming strong and rear in Lofa because they consider Lofa as a Unity Party county. Are you going to turn that history around?
Yeah, but even that is another reality because if we have, for example, Representative Ben Howard was an independent. For example, Julie Batamawea was an independent. For example, Zago came from Liberty Party. So the whole thing about Liberty Party and Lofa is not true as stated. It's just that the exaggeration is a myth, another reality.
So the number's going to change. Are you sure?
Yeah, the number has been growing up, and you can see that in 2017, first in 2011 the number was 12,000 because everybody voted. In 2014, because of Ebola, half of the about less than 50,000 people voted, and about 8,500 votes. That Fatima got 3,500 votes. Now from the Unity Party. Now today, in 2020, I got about 40,000 votes. And then about 12,000 votes. People on the party say, I'm independent.
Councillor Jala, before we leave you, it has been expressed by the presence of CDC stalwarts in Lofa County that the CDC has got to give you all the support. And don't you think that would be a minus from your campaign and your ambition of becoming senator?
No, it cannot be a minus because CDC is a responsible institution, but it's based on a government that our people is so badly. And so they want somebody to work with. You don't want to ask this.
Councillor, you probably have relocated, so you're coming in a little distorted, but we'll keep calling you between now and the elections to get some updates from you. Thank you for responding to our call. Thank you. Oh, he went a little bad, and the signal was so rough that we didn't get this last statement. But that was Councillor Joseph Jala. He has ran 2011, 2017, and now 2020 3 times, he says. And this time around, he says, with the support of the Congress for Democratic Change as a responsible party in his word, he will win Lofa and become the next senator of Lofa County. We'll take one music from Lofa as we try to make contact with the other candidates who phones are out of ringing or all. But we're trying, if you're in Lofa County, we sent a text message out to all of the candidates earlier on, but we'll try to make an attempt. If you see our missed call, let them call us back. We're particularly interested in Galakpa Kotimai, Momo Saros, Sumo Kupi, Mariam Fofana, and George Sama. We'll take a break and we'll be right back on the Bumper Show.
Enough from you, sir. We'll keep talking to you until the 28th. Yeah, thank you, sir. But don't want to respond.
digging deep into Lofa County. I don't know why the candidates. Well, it could be for some good reasons. They are maybe in the tech part of Lofa. We have the network problems. Some phones are ringing, some are not, and some are. We sent text messages out this morning. We communicated prior to coming on the show that we will have them to talk to on the show this afternoon. But we will not stop. We'll make sure we hear from everybody so that hello. Senator, I like to call you Senator because you said before, Senator Smoke Kupi, this is ELBC. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ELBC.
We tried to reach you this morning, but good we have you this afternoon. How is the campaign process?
I think it's peaceful. It's going on. Candidates are back and forth. I think the campaign is good, encouraging.
Where are you right now in Lofa, sir?
Right now, I'm just entering Kolahun on my way to Foya.
How could you be going to Foya? We spoke to Councillor Jala at the same time, and he said he's on to Foya too. There won't be some clash, or you're going to some other parts of Foya?
I don't think so. Foya is huge, so
yeah.
There's no law that says two candidates can. As a matter of fact, I just passed the Man for Finance team. They all stopped, and we, I think, where are you guys from? They say, oh, we're from Kolahun, but the honorable is gone to Foya, and we spoke on the past. I don't think this campaign or any campaign should be so acrimonious that after election people can talk to each other.
So
I don't see it that way.
How is it going so far with you, sir?
I think it's going well, but I have some concerns, and I raised that concern today with the radio station in Bonjama.
Let's hear you. Librarians listening to you on ELBC, so that concern is, if it's genuine enough, we all can listen and see how we can get a redress.
Right, and that concern has to do with the principle of democratic election. It has to be free and fair. My definition of a fair election is not the day you go to cast your ballot. It's all of the processes that lead to the day of election. What I noticed is that there have been a lot of actions that may disenfranchise candidates. For instance, the National Election Commission had two areas for the replacement and of damaged cards. Those areas were Vonjama and Kolahun. So that means that a Lofen who lost a car around the St. Paul Bridge will have to pay $4,000 plus to come to Vonjama to come and replace their car. That is not possible. Or somebody from Vavu will have to drive and pay their way to come all the way to Kolahun to do that. So I think that process was not centralized, especially when you're doing it in a district that is a seat of one of the contesting candidates. I don't think that's fair to other candidates.
No, it's not about whether that district is a seat of one of the contestants, but it has to be localized. It has to be distributed in a way that is regional and is balanced, right?
That plus the fact that it gives an advantage to the person whose district it is.
It got to be somebody's district. Why it was in Zozo? Why it was in Zozo? It has to be somebody's district, though.
I would have said the same, and here's my response. If they were not ready to do it, they should have left it. I think in 2020 there was no replacement of lost and damaged cards. So if the resources were not there to do it, they should have just left it and said there will be no replacement. But you cannot do it at the advantage of other people. This is my point.
When is that going to end? Is it still going on?
No, it went on for 3 days and it ended.
Okay.
To the extent that there are a lot of people I'm just raising it as an issue because we're talking free, fair election.
Mm-hmm. What the other issue, sir?
The other issue has to do with the posting of registered roster. I know for a fact that whenever an election is coming, they will post it so that everybody see what the final register roll is. In this instance, nobody knows who's going to vote.
Has a voter roll not been published?
It is not published anywhere in Lofa that I know.
And
no voter roll has been published in anywhere that I know, unless it is being done in secrecy, which shouldn't be. I haven't seen it anywhere.
And so you're beginning to spot these discrepancies, you say?
I'm beginning to spot these discrepancies and to refer to them as issues that will lead to unfair election.
So, all right, we can assure you we'll talk to the Elections Commission people. This radio station is dedicated to giving some time to all of you, so you state these concerns, and then we'll get to the night to have them addressed. But let's go to the process. You are from the Zozo district.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And so you got some assurances that Zozo is going to give you 100% support to undo the other districts so that you win again.
Well, I can't call it the 100% because trust me, every candidate has somebody
Somewhere.
I think somewhere, even the devil has a follower. So I can only say that Zozo and salary will be my strong points, and I will begin to pitch in other areas where people know that I've done some good things in this country.
All right, so you're recounting on your first 9 years. Is that coming back to you that Senator Kupi was there for 9 years from 2006 to 20, was that 11 or 2014? And what did he do? Is that coming back to you, sir?
What is coming back to me is that everywhere I have gone in this county, people are recounting the things that we did. Sometimes I don't even talk. They just go ahead and say, when you were there, this is what happened. We remember this is what happened. So they are recounting achievements that we had. Oh, yes. Some instances they will say, like I visited the community college today, and one of the students asked, you were there for 9 years, what new are you going to do? I said, the intention is not to go do anything new, is to go and stop the slippage. I think the country is slipping, and so somebody needs to stop it so that together we can rebuild. It's not a question of how long you be there. As a matter of fact, the longer a legislator stays, the better it is, because that legislator, and you can see it all over the place, that legislator becomes a source of knowledge. But of course, in our countries, I remember 2014, the slogan was, let the man go to the I mean, that's the attitude that people have. But I think it should be on knowledge and performance. Unfortunately, like I said this morning, in this country, we glorified the form and forget about the substance.
So if we were to ask you, you come in first, I know you will say you will be the winner. Who will come next to you, sir?
To be honest, I'm not in the business of telling people I'm coming first and this person will be the winner. I think if these elections will be based on performance, if these elections will be based on experience, I think we got better opportunity than anybody else. But of course, you know that elections in this part of our world has nothing to do with performance. They got very little to do with record. And so you can't be too sure that you did very well, and on the basis of that, people are going to be elected. So you go in there, give your best, and wait for God's time for the rest. So
you're just moving on the name of the records and the performance as small Kupi, Professor Kupi, and not as PUP, because PUP, if it was PUP, you won't win because that party is rather unknown Lofa.
You are presuming. I will not degrade my party. I think my party is doing very well, yes. It might be a strange name in Lofa County, but I think since 2014, I ran on this ticket. There have been some upward movement of the party. It may not be as popular as some of the parties that you described, but it is doing very well. And besides that, my record is also impeccable, and therefore is helping to promote the image of the party.
Professor Smokupi, thank you so much. Please be there all the time. ELBC would like to be talking to you until these elections are done and dusted. But thank you for responding to our call.
Thank you very much for talking to me.
All right. Professor Smokupi, former senator of Lofa County, former managing director of the LPRC. He's in the race to contest. I didn't ask him. I should have asked him about how many times he contested after, because I know he was in the elections for 2020. Momo Saros seems to be ready to talk to us. Let's try to get to Momo Saros, who is a newcomer. I don't know how much he would do, but he's here to answer to these questions about the elections in Lofa. Lofa is on the spotlight. ELBC is giving now opportunity to each and every candidate to have a voice on the national radio. And we try to reach the Kotiman Galakpai, as well as Mariam from Fana and George Sama. We are not getting them. Sarah's Momo, please take your call, please take your phone, so that we talk about. Yes. Hello, Sarah's Momo.
Yes, how are you, Momo Saros?
All right, either way, Tanu Kwali. All right, so a newcomer, a first comer to these elections, how is it going for you so far?
Well, the case is going very good. We see ourselves as senator of this county. A lot of people are showing love to us. They are coming up. They are giving us the assurance that they see us as that. They see us as that person who can speak to all of the sides, see us as a unifier, and to know our county is divided. So they see me as the next senator. So it's going well for us.
The last time we did an opinion poll on these elections here on ELBC, and you came high. Is that going to be translated into the votes and reality?
You know why? Our people on this side don't pretend. And I'm not in government to say that coercing them, maybe, or I got a government back to say they be coerced. Everybody coming out voluntarily and willing people to this movement and see that we can transform Lofa and change the leadership style. Lofa needs a new phase, a new dispensation, and a new leadership style. This country is bleeding. The country developmental agenda is not working. We have got few politicians here, they are not leaders, and we are saying we will be the next leader of Lofa County.
Are you suggesting that your competitors are the failed politicians and you are the newcomer, you will make the difference?
But if our politician was not paid, why we don't have a bank in Lofa County? Why our roads are so deplorable? I mean, why we having so much of divisions in Lofa County, whereas other counties are developing and growing? Look at Niba County, I've always remembered. Look at Bone County. All of the counties were chopped at the sea. The other county, the sea breath day and the spring breath year. Those countries are ahead of us because their leaders love their people. Their leaders are giving back. But anyway, look, the issue here is that Lofa needs a new face.
Where are you currently in Lofa, and what are you doing?
Well, the John Cody factor, the John Cody factor, and that
What do you call? I'm sorry, we lost him. I know he'll make an attempt to call again. We call him, got him finally. He says the John Cully factor. Where are you in Lofa and what are you doing? And he says the John Cully factor. What is that? He will probably clarify it later on when he calls back or when we get him on. ELBC Radio. We are digging deep. We are in Lofa County. The elections to replace the former senator who didn't take a seat, Brandy Samaka, is set for Tuesday, 28th of June. ELBC will be out and about Lofa County from Salaye to Zozo, from Konyen to Lawalazu, from Bakasa to Kolahun, from Kolahun to Foya, from Foya to Vahun. We'll be all about the place, from Bakadu to Kruka, talking to you, the electorates, as well as talking to our correspondents. ELBC is focusing on Lofa to ensure that everybody gets a level playing field from the national broadcaster, Saros Bamor. We lost him, he's back. The John Cully factor, what do you mean?
I said the John Cody program, the debate.
Okay.
The Duca debate was organized, and I think it's from this LFDR institution. We had our first debate in one German on Sunday. The results are there. I mean, today we had the seventh debate. Well, before the debate, we're going to myself today. We have Councilor Jala coming in. But like I said, the mission is that Councilor Jala got roasted. That's what people say.
Councilor Jala got roasted by whom? By you or Moremu?
No, I roasted. I mean, when you got roasted by me. You got roasted by me.
And you think he was not?
I asked all of the hard questions. Listen, I asked all of the hard questions, and he could not answer none.
Is that going to make you win?
Well, the people are supposed to see their leader based on their representation. That's what the debate is called or about. I mean, it's for people to come and propound their platforms and see that the people. But the way I see Councilor Jala going, he doesn't have a platform.
He doesn't have a platform. I just spoke before you. I just spoke with former Senator Smo Kupi, who says people of Lofa will elect him based on performance. You are a newcomer. You might just get a bloody nose.
Okay, so when it comes to Kupi, I know Kupi was senator of Lofa County for a couple of years, and
The people, new, I agree with you. But I do my research. People are saying Senator Kubi has got no was on the ground. So let's see what happens. But that's my information.
Let's see what happens. I like that. But please keep your lines open. ELBC will just be getting to you every moment of the day until these elections are over.
Yeah, I'll be available always.
All right. Thank you so much, Cyrus Mamo. Tom Colley, he's from David Simon Town. I know him well. He's gonna be he's on the ballot. He's gonna be one of those persons contending for the Senate seat in Lofa. Smokopi said to us that he is returning or on his way to Foya. Then we know that Councillor Joseph Pato Jala is on his way to Foya. And Councillor Senator Kupi told us that the team of Maramo Fofana was leaving Foya. So it's a kind of a friendly atmosphere between the candidates. I am trying by all means. Galman Kotiman keeps rejecting my call. If you're by him, let him call us on 517-882 out of 777 or 886. The number is 517-882. We'd like to hear from the United Party candidate, Galakpai Kotimai. So if you're there, but until we get Galakpai Kotiman to call, or until we can get Marimo Fofana to call, we would like to also hear from George Sama. Let me try Galakpai Kotiman again if he's in any part of Lofa that has signal and our phone is ringing. Sometimes it appears like your phone ringing, it's not ringing. That's orange, does that. But if he's in the coverage area, you're by him and listening to ELBC in Vonjama or in Lawala Zoo or wherever part of Lova, Basiwen or Bokesa, please let former Superintendent Galakpai Kotiman know that we're trying to reach him. We're trying to reach Dr. Sama. Let me try Dr. George Sama again, current representative. Two representatives are in this race. They want to be Senator George Sama and Marimo Fofana. Hello, ELBC trying to reach you.
Hello. Orange informs you that the subscriber you are trying to reach has switched off their...
George Simon's phone is off. We hope we can get the other number for him, but we take a break, and when we come back, we'll try to get to you, the listeners, and get your views on the show about Lofa. It's all about Lofa until 6 o'clock, but don't forget tomorrow morning is Lofa. Tomorrow afternoon is Lofa. We'll be here with Lofa until we get to all the candidates, most of the electorates, as well as the National Elections Commission. Senator Smoke Kupi raised two concerns. We would like to hear from the National Elections Commission about getting voter cards in Vonjama and Kulahun, whatnot, Zozo. That was his concern. ELBC Radio, the focus is on Lofa. Our colleagues, Jala Greyfields in Lofa, as well as our team of reporters, will soon be getting to them. But let me get this music on, and we'll get right back to you on ELBC. And tomorrow broadcast on Lofa, we will be having elections by radio. Commissioner Mervyn Stewart will be here with me, and Anthony Williams, they will be commissioner. Let me go to Kolahun, one of the house spots in Samia Bole. Samia? Yes, Samia, you have to stop the motorcycle. I know you're in the heat of the campaign right now in Kolahun. This is ELBC.
Oh, okay.
So you stopped the motorcycle?
Yeah.
Where were you heading to?
Yes, I'm just coming from Foya, heading to Koba City.
So you're covering the elections between Kolahun and Foya for ELBC. Tell us here now, the country is listening to you on the national radio. How's the momentum? How's the election euphoria?
Yeah, when it comes to the election activities in Kolahu and Foya, today there was a debate in Foya, where I just coming from, where city presidents appear on the debate. You have from Moyamu being Fofana, you have Councillor Joseph Batojara, who is from come from independent party supported by Coordination for Democracy, and also we have Honorable Momo Saros, who contested on independent ticket, where all of them was able to bring forth their platform when it comes to what we do when they are elected or even if they are not elected. Well, when it comes to the KP activity, it's seriously overwhelming, but in Kolahu District, Councillor Joseph Patojara remains strong land when it comes to opinion pool. We just have recently, yesterday, council was
you had an opinion pool on Radio Hawangi?
Yeah, Radio Hawangi, where council was leading even more the started process.
But that's not strange? That's obvious. He comes from Kolahu, though.
Yeah, council here from Kolahu. And even we made the tour to Foya, where we have some opinion pool that was just casual, where we talked to some of the people today on the debate aspect, where some of them said he's supporting Grandpa Kotumai, some of them said he was supporting Councillor Joseph Batojara, and others said he was supporting Momo Saros. But those that said he was supporting Councillor Jara, they were seriously dominating, and others that said he was supporting Grandpa Kotumai were few. But according to them, they said, well, their candidate was not on the debate. That was the issue. They didn't turn out more.
Who's candidate? Kotumai?
Grandpa Kotumai was not on the debate. That's how they didn't turn out more. But if Grandpa Kotumai could have been there, seriously, they could have put a more crowd than any other candidate. But on the occasion today, council supporters were very dominating.
Oh, the Councillor Jala's supporters dominated.
Yeah,
well, it's not about the supporters anyway. Although the supporters will be there, it's about what they're telling the people that they would do for Lofa.
Yeah, people started questioning then. What are some of the things you would do in the letter? They talk about first, people were talking about youth empowerment. All of them have majority of the agenda, where Momo Saro said it is not strange to the people of Lofa. He has been supporting the youth, even when it comes to the sporting activities. He has been standing by the youth, and also council said this is not the first time. It was he been contesting about 3 or 4 times, and having the platform, it is not about full platform. When he is elected, he's going to seriously engage the education department, agriculture, where you talk about the youth empowerment and chorus.
All right, Samuel, we'll always be calling you to talk and give us updates on Lofa elections. But thank you so much. If you will leave us by telling us, we'll be glad to hear from you. Who are the first 3 candidates? If these elections were held, who are the top 3 candidates?
Yeah, but seriously, the top candidates really, if the election could have really been held today, you talk about Councillor Joseph Patojara, because council really stand a better chance, who is now supported by the Coordination for Democratic Change. Because matter of fact, number one is Councillor Joseph Patojara have a constituent, Kolahu District, where nobody is contesting there, and they have about 95% support in Kolahu District. And even Vahi, the person that contested in 2020 senatorial election, Judy Fatuma, we have pledged support to Councillor Jara. And the other time we make the tour there where council have more support. For again, where Chief Tomofara seriously he have a better chance in the election, followed by the Unity Party candidate, Dr. Kontumai. A matter of fact, Foya too, in their more portion there, and even Bonjama, when it comes to really featuring the game, he is also coming at close aspect. The time pricing, seriously, the game people here marrying the game, Momo Saros, matter of fact, engaging the youth in the entire activities and any program they call in, seriously, when you go there, he can present what the youth in need. Those are the things where people making their analysis. Those are the 3 people really people are saying any movement from now. Let's say on the 28th, some 3 of them, anybody can match as a winner.
All right, thank you, and keep the wheels turning. Just be safe how you drive along the routes between Foya and Kolahu. We'll be depending on you for more accounts of these elections. Samuel Bolly.
Okay, thank you ever so much, and I always posted to bring you your food and activities.
All right, Samuel Bole from our partner station, Radio Hawangi in Kulahon, who will be giving us some updates for ELBC in these elections. And let's see, we can go to the Zosa district area. Everything is full in Kulahon for the last time we've listened to the radio, but we have somebody to give us some updates in Salaye and Zozo. So let's try to contact Prince Morba. Prince is with the radio live. He will be giving us some updates and some analysis about these elections, who he believe are the ranking candidates, and what are their chances of winning these elections on the 28th of June. So we're trying to make contact right now with Prince Morba of Radio Live. Prince, good afternoon. Hello, Prince. Nothing is coming out of this phone. I don't know why. We're trying to make contact with Prince Morba of Radio Live. He's the news editor there. He will be giving us some updates. He's on as our stringer between now and 30 June. Prince Morba of Radio Live. Try to make contact with him again. Also, we'll be hearing some things too from Kukwe Miller, manager of Radio Life, who will also be thrown in with some analysis and updates on these local elections. Our man Topatanu is in Vonjima. Prince, how you doing?
Well, I'm okay. I'm good.
Now we try first. Glad we got you now. How is the election atmosphere in Zozo and Salaye areas?
Well, yes, the election fever is getting hotter by the day, and to be precise, on the 22nd day of June, as we have probably 6 more days to go, Zozo and its surrounding, including Salaye, is experiencing the influx of candidates in the election and some of their key supporters. We started experiencing their entry in the county and the district as well 2 days back, when the folks from the CDC, especially Thomas Fala, the like of Joseph Atojala, entered last evening, and he's in Bonjama, and Mosaras, yes, is also here. Mariam Fofana is also in county.
So which of the 6 candidates have already launched in the Salaye Zozo belt?
Well, none of them has officially launched, but what we see here today is the Unity Party guys who are having a jamboree here, because it was pronounced that the former Vice President of the Republic of Liberia, Ambassador Joseph Yimabuakai, will be entering Zozo today. He entered Lofa earlier this morning, along with his entourage, and we were told that Ibrahim Darius Delon, Mosrado County Senator, Representative Yega Koloba, and other people were going to be on the team. And so I can confirm that, yes, the former Vice President is in the county, and Anto Corone is in Zolo, and he will spend the night in Zozo. I just passed by the Unity Party folks celebrating at the famous Zakama gas station. If you are, Zozo, you know the gas station.
That's the hot spot.
Yeah, and
where we stop to drink the hot pepper soup in the night.
Sure. There you know the place.
So tell us, Prince, if we were to name the first 3 candidates in these elections, who will they be? How come we lost Prince on the line? Prince was giving us a count of Zozo Salaye history. He's covering that area for ELBC. Topatano is in Vonjima, and our man Ibrahim Ganda is in Vahum. Vahum is a kind of isolated. But let me see if I can talk. I will try to get back to Prince, who was talking about the Vice President in Zuluwo, and the Vice President will spend the night in former Vice President, let me be correct, former Vice President Joseph Newman Boyka, supporting Galaman Kotimine, is sleeping in Zozo. They're all there to put up the heat to get their party to win. Everybody wants to win, and we're talking to every part of Lofa to know what the political atmosphere is in that part of the country. ELBC Radio, we hear from there. 99.9 is just for Lofa. The broadcast is just for Lofa between now and 30 June. Ibrahim Ganda, It's been long. How you doing in Vaihon?
I'm doing good, Chief. How are you?
You're the big man, my man. Long time.
Sure.
Good to have you on again for ELBC as we go through these elections. How's the atmosphere in Vaihon?
Vaughn is good. Just like the district is presently challenged with the network issue.
That's the big problem across Liberia. Even in Monrovia, when it rains, sometime the network is so poor. I mean, I don't know when we're gonna get over this one. So I'm not surprised if our home feels the way we feel here about the network. But good to have you on. Now, has any of the six candidates arrived or made any major impact on Vaho?
I can say majority of them recently visited the district, like Honorable Momo T. Cyrus, Honorable Maramu Fofana, Councillor Jala. Let me just say, all of them have visited the district.
And what was your impression on their visit? Who was pulling the crowd, or who is near the win for June 28th?
Well, for Vaho district, when we're talking about crowd, the two person we can consider in this case is Councillor Jala and that of Honorable Momo Cyrus. The two people, when visited the district, pull out serious crowd that people were not even expecting. But that it was really serious.
And we're hearing that the current representative who even contested 2020, Judy Fatoma, is supporting Councillor Jala.
Yes. Honorable Judy Fatoma, we are team, and that of Chief Moses Wild Calling team, Friends of Moses Wild Calling. From our bound bench, all of them are giving support to.
Would that support from the representative for Toma make any impact on the numbers for Joseph Jala?
Yes, that can make serious impact. Looking at it from the angle that Honorable Julie Fatoma Weah has been in the lead since she started to take part in politics from district number 2 Lofa County. She has been winning throughout. So with her support, I believe all those people who have been in her camp, those who have been supporting her, are likely, if not 100%, but like around 80 or 90% will give support to Councillor Jala the way we are looking at things here.
When you say Councillor Jala and Momo Sarah names are ringing belt in Vaho, what place do we put Galman Kotima when Lofa is considered a unity party county? Or are you saying to us that the story is going to change?
Well, that also has been other people concerned, but for the long time, Unity Party or Friends of Galabal Kotuma have not been visiting the district. For the district to be aware that Honorable Kotuma will be in the race or something like that, they have not been coming to the people. So those who pay visit to the district are those recognized by the district.
All right, Ibrahim Ganda, my pleasure having you. Keep your lines always open. Although you mentioned the network challenge, we try to get through when the weather is good. But glad to have you on until the 30th day of June, so that we commentate, narrate, and tell the story with fair analysis and balanced report on Lofa's election 2022.
I promise to be on throughout.
All right, thank you so much. That was Ibrahim Ganda, familiar name. Now, let me take these few minutes more on the show to open the lines to you. The lucky ones can go through. This show is for Lofa. If you have something to say about Lofa and these elections, we'll be glad to hear from you. Call us on 0880514-096. It's Lofa. And the popular joke for Lofa is all roads lead to Rofa. All right? So we'll try to get to you, play some music first, and we'll try to get to you. Call us and let's talk about Lofa until 6 o'clock when we leave this place. It's Lofa County, all in the news for all the good reason. ELBC Radio trying to bring you an accurate, fair analysis of these elections in Lofa and talking to all of the candidates. We unfortunately today could not go through with Maruma Fofana, John Saman, Galiman Kotimai, and we hope we can get them on. The phones are ringing, some are off. Hello, it's Lofa. Hello.
Yeah, good afternoon. Am I on EFBC?
You are live and clear. You calling us from where?
Yeah, I'm calling you now from Nyewehu, Wahasa district.
Oh, Wahasa district. The where they're building the hydro, right?
Yeah, Wahasa district is one of the newest created districts that used to be part of Olahu, City of Olahu.
And that is in the area they're trying to put the hydro for LEC or for electricity in Lofa?
Yeah, but Nyewehu is somewhere further a little move from Baluma where the hydro is.
The hydro is around Yanibola home.
Baluma.
Let's forget about the hydro anyway. That's something to come up later. But let's talk about Lofa. Where are we going? 2022, June 28th.
Well, we are all set and getting ourselves prepared for the election on the 28th of June. Politicians are all canvassing. Everyone's are doing consultation. We are getting the euphoria of politicians entering, and some are already in country. Like we heard the debate today between the ever-potent Councillor Joseph Jala and the great Momosaro and the rest of them.
When you say the ever-potent Joseph Jala, you're supporting that male?
Not only that I'm supporting him, but in one of the politicians that very have a high-level momentum at the level of Wahasa, yes, specifically in Wehun, Kentahun, and the rest of the area.
So you're saying you're supporting him?
Well, yes, I am supporting him. Others are also there supporting. But the euphoria about Councillor Jala here is something that it's almost like a tradition can only be compared to the 2017 GNB election.
So you think Foya will stand by Councillor Joseph Jala?
I'm with the convention, taking into account the presence of Tomo P. Pala, as we have heard about it, and the testimony as well as promises given by the Honorable Primary of Foya. And according to our narration for one who was also present on the debate today, it's first of a count for Councillor Jala to have such a support that he got today on the debate.
Yeah, because no Gizzy president running. But anyway, we wish you all well. Let it be a peaceful process, and we wish Lofa County come on top in winning democracy, free and fair elections.
Thank you ever so much, and thanks for looking at Lofa on national radio.
You're welcome. You're always welcome. You know, we don't look at Lofa, we not get food on our food basket, bread basket.
Of course, and Lofa, we highly appreciate such a kind gesture.
Oh, Lofa County, all in the news, for all the good reasons. From Bokasa to Lueman, from Lueman to Basiwen, Laolasu, Anglasu. Yeah, let's go, your own or your own.
There's a Loma football song here. Yeah, that a football song. I played the other day.
Your own. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, you live on EOBC. It's Lofa County.
Yeah, Lofa County all the way. This is Brown Tati, calling from Monrovia.
Oh, Lamagidi Yana, because I want to say, I went, I blew you.
Yeah, upon your road.
Upon you, I so we have you.
Yeah, you know, I called just for a short notice. And I've been following you and other radio stations.
I want to thank Lofa people for the start. You know, all the political actors you spoke to, even those who were so fiery from Monrovia, all of them, they are really, really, really compassionate, and they are like, they're trying to avoid maybe throwing jabs at each other to the point that they will resort to riot and all those kind of things. I mean, all the candidates you interview, the political leaders, the campaigners. I mean, I'm so proud for the 2 days I've been hearing from radio and the reporter from Lofa. I mean, let me thank them so much. And let us stay on so that it can be a kind of example toward 2023.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Andre.
All right. Thank you, Honorable Brown Tate, and wish you a pleasant May week. All right, ELBC Radio, let's go to the telephone lines and talk to more people on Lofa and the process. I like the point Honorable Brown Tate raised, former superintendent of Grand Judah. He says here on the show, Lofa election should be an example for the greater one. Liberians should copy from Lofa. Peaceful elections. Hello? You alive? Oh, too bad. Sorry. Oh. Well, thank you so much, man, for tuning in to today's edition of Lofa Special and the Bumper Show. We will be back here on tomorrow. Tomorrow is the elections by radio. If elections were held on the 23 of June or June 23, who will you vote for? And so tomorrow is election by radio in Lofa. We're doing our opinion pool here, transparent. And please be a part of that. You have to be a registered voter in Lofa to tell us which of the 6 candidates will win the elections in Lofa. ELBC Radio, we say goodbye and have a pleasant May week. My name is Isaac Red. Thanks to Mervyn Stewart, Anthony Williams, and Rich Gay for producing this edition of the Bumper Show. Thank you for calling in and being a part of the show.